As we close out 2025, I wanted to take a step back and reflect on another exciting and successful year at CFD Research. I wanted to start by thanking all our employee owners for their hard work and dedication as we celebrated growth in the space, defense, as well as biomedical industries. I think I say this every year, but the future is definitely bright at CFD Research. This year we continue to grow our strategic wins at CFD Research, reinforcing our mission of developing cutting-edge technologies and transitioning them to the field. We grew our aviation portfolio, continuing to work on next-generation aviation power systems, and we also increased our workforce supporting the aviation community at Redstone Arsenal. We've also continued to support NASA's mission to land and live on the moon. This includes hiring our first employees at NASA Ames in California. We're really excited to welcome these new employee owners to the team. Our biomedical division also had a milestone year, winning several large programs to advance biomanufacturing, point-of-care diagnostics, as well as developing new therapeutic technologies. We also are celebrating having organ-on-chip microdevices that are going to be sent to space on the space station in the coming years to study microgravity effects on human organs. In Hollywood, we continued our successful work on the next generation jamming pod, which is a collaboration with our prime L3 Harris. We also continued our work on our HiSet hypersonic ground test capability, where we demonstrated a materials test in the spring of 2025 and we did a propulsion test in fall of 2025, where we had significant presence from government customers and industry partners. Both of those demonstrations are kind of laying the path towards us having a permanent ground test facility at Test Area 5 on Redstone Arsenal. With all these big wins comes growth, and with that growth comes expansion. 2025 was no exception. In our Hollywood test and evaluation facility, we added 5-axis CNC machines, which allow us to make larger parts more efficiently. We also ordered a CMM machine, which allows us to measure the finished parts. All of this is to support our efforts to get into low-rate initial production. In Dayton, Ohio, we purchased our facility there to support long-term growth and continue our commitment to that region. And this year I was excited that we were large enough in the Dayton community to participate and be recognized as a finalist in their Best Places to Work award as well. We're also very pleased this year to have our success recognized by several external organizations. We were fortunate enough to win the 2025 ESOP Company of the Year award by the Southeast chapter of the ESOP Association. This award recognizes our commitment to employee ownership. We also made the Inc. 5000 list for the 5th time in 6 years. This year we were ranked number 3,714, and it's our first time to crack the 4,000s in the award list. Finally, the Huntsville-Madison County Chamber of Small Business Awards has recognized CFD Research for the last 2 years in a row. In 2024, we won the Medium-Sized Defense Contractor of the Year award, and this year in 2025, I was fortunate enough to win the Russell G. Brown Executive Leadership Award. That award is definitely shared with all our employee owners for all their hard work in helping me look good every day. Beyond our industry achievements, what really defines CFD Research is the heart of our employee owners and the way they show up in our communities. We continue to support nonprofits like the American Heart Association, Enable of Huntsville-Madison County, and the Community Foundation. We also have an employee-led giving fund called the Delta Foundation, where our employee owners actually donate a portion of their paycheck and directly control where that money goes. This year we gave 8 grants out, totaling $45,000 to local nonprofits in various areas of need. Our signature event every fall is the Liz Hurley Breast Cancer Fund. We held our 8th annual Liz Hurley Golf Classic, and this year we raised a record amount of $41,000 and had over 45 teams participate in the golf tournament. We served as the founding sponsor for the 22nd Liz Hurley Ribbon Run the next day. We had over 50 employee owners participate in the race, and we actually had one of our employee owners finish 2nd overall. Just as important as what we've accomplished for our customers and for the community is the culture we're working to build here at CFD Research for all our employee owners. In fact, that's actually my favorite thing about working here. We continue to love to take the opportunity to celebrate, connect, and more importantly, to have fun. In 2025, we celebrated a number of key retirements and leadership transitions. It started with Steve Kaysen, who retired as our Chief Operating Officer earlier this year. Next was Sammy Habshi, who celebrated over 38 years at CFD Research and retired as an Executive Vice President. And finally, Andre Chekwaz, who was a co-founder of the company and also worked here for over 38 years and retired as our Chief Technical Officer. We've been very intentional about promoting from within and doing intentional leadership succession planning over the last several years that made these transitions seamless. And we're very well positioned for the future as we continue to grow. We continue to invest in our leadership team and strengthening the bonds between the team. This includes a leadership summit, which we did with all our leaders. strategic offsites for both our executive team and leadership teams, as well as book clubs. These sessions really strengthen communication, reinforce our culture, and ensure clarity that cascades throughout the organization. I mentioned fun events, and there's definitely no shortage of those at CFD Research. Instead of listening to me talk, I'm just going to show you. In closing, this was another incredible year for CFD Research, and I really want to thank all our employee owners for their continued hard work and dedication, as well as our local communities for their support. We're on track to surpass 350 employees by the end of the year, and we're making good progress towards our strategic 2030 plan, which is all about continuing to develop cutting-edge technologies with an increased focus on transitioning them to the field where they can make a real impact on our customers' mission. Thank you all for your support, and we look forward to working with you in the coming years.